Residents in the flood-stricken areas have started repairing damaged roads and bridges. This, of course, we get the latest now from SABC News reporter Lutendo Bobodi. He's in Giyani for more. Lutendo, talk to us. How are things looking there?
Well, thank you so much, Leanne. You know, the good news is that the heavy rains have stopped, at least here in Giyani. Just, you know, drizzles here and there. But it is, of course, the aftermath that people are lamenting. It's, of course, the wounds that people are nursing, but most importantly is the loss of lives. Now the death toll stands at 19 after a body of a boy was recovered in Palabura yesterday, and we understand that now 5 people are still missing. We were in Mbaula yesterday. Mbaula is a village outside Giyani that is one of the hardest hit, and you know, we saw people there seeking refuge in churches, and of course it's commendable for those who have, you know, provided shelter, you know, for their act of altruism. But, you know, it's a heart-wrenching spectacle seeing, you know, women and children, you know, clustered in one church, and, you know, there's lack of privacy. Children have to go to school, you know, they have to birth, and of course, you know, they're probably vulnerable to diseases. But of course, as I said, for those who provided that those shelters, you know, it is commendable. But here, where I'm standing here, Leanne, as you can see here, where I'm standing here, it's a stream, you know, some kind of a river. Just last week, you know, this river was flooding. It was overflowing, and you know, it cut people from the villages, you know, because it's now under the bridge that links Giyani and the villages, especially villages those that were the hardest hit, and you know, it cut people you know, from the rest of the world. But now you can see the levels, the volumes have petered down a little, but you can see the river is flowing, the river is howling, and of course that means that you don't have more rains now. And as you can see, this is usually a dry river bed, but you can see now the water is flowing. But we'll give you more updates as we're still around here in Giyani, and we'll also look at other places that have been affected.
All right, Lutendo, thank you keeping us posted on that story.